15 things you should give up to be happy. When PurposeFairy.com founder posted a list of things to let go in order to be happy, she had no idea that it would go viral, shared more than 1.2 million times and counting. Based on that inspiring post, this heartfelt book gives readers permissions to give up. That is, to let go of the bad habits that are holding them back from achieving authentic happiness and living their best lives. Take a step back to reflect and give yourself permission to let things go. Chapter 13. Give up the need to impress others. A truly strong person does not need the approval of others any more than a lion needs the approval of sheep. My story. It was an ordinary day outside, but inside myself, what used to feel ordinary for years, confusion, shame, anger, has stopped being so. Instead, my inner life was becoming stronger by the day, and that's when it happened. That's when I discovered the company that would take me to the Paradise Islands and tropics of Southeast Asia, and that would also bring me face to face to confront a new toxic need, the need to impress others. It was in my last year of university that I stumbled upon Mindvalley, a global personal development digital publishing powerhouse based out of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and led by the man who was fast becoming a hero to me, the company's founder and CEO. I was instantly drawn to the brand and what it stood for. The timing was perfect. Soon to be equipped with my university degree and already equipped with my strong fascination for personal development and spirituality, I suspect it was going to be very easy for me to get a job with Mindvalley, and I was right. Out of nearly 100 applicants, I got selected because of my great passion and love for personal development. And on August 30, 2011, I set foot in Malaysia and Mindvalley's HQ in a moment that absolutely felt excitement. As soon as I walked through the door, after arriving directly from the airport, the man whose work I so loved and admired was standing in front of me, and with a big smile on his face and arms wide open, ready for a hug, he said to me, "Welcome to Mindvalley. This is where you will be working from now on." It was in that moment that I felt I had to make Vision proud of me and to prove to him that he had made a great choice by hiring me. Right from the start, I was eager and excited to begin working in my new role and to learn as much as possible. I felt blessed to be paid for something I had so much fun doing, and as the months went by, I got promoted along the way. More and more, I also admired Vischer for his leadership style, his knowledge, the way he treated everyone, his humility, and his sense of humor. In the midst of all of that, it became quickly obvious that he was the superstar of his own company, and I could see how everyone was trying hard to be noticed by him. And in time, I started doing the same thing. It wasn't a good idea, because pretty soon the intention I regularly put into my work began to change. It became more about impressing Vischer and less about my love for my craft and for personal development. I mistakenly believed that by doing this, I would feel happier and more accomplished. But to my surprise, the more I chased love and approval from outside of me, from people I was trying to impress, the worse I felt. Lessons in letting go. Be yourself. If you water yourself down to please people, or to fit in, or to not offend anyone, you lose the power, the passion, the freedom, and the joy of being uniquely you. It's much easier to love yourself when you are being yourself. As you have read in previous chapters, for far too often throughout my life, I lived under the impression that who I was never enough, never good enough, smart enough, beautiful enough, worthy enough, and so on. I had this belief that everyone around me was worthy and valuable except me. As a result, I tried very hard to copy other people's behaviors, thinking they knew better and hoping that by doing so, I too was going to become worthy and valuable, just like they were. It wasn't until I began to understand that my worth came from how I felt internally and not from how many people praised me externally, that I finally began to let go of the need to impress others and to focus on loving and impressing my true self instead. And the irony is that the more I stopped trying so hard to impress those around me and get their approval, the more love and approval I seem to receive. We live in a world that teaches us to look for external love and approval, a world that teaches us that in order for us to feel truly happy, we have to please those around us by behaving in certain ways and by surrounding ourselves with all kinds of expensive and shiny things. As a result, we buy things we don't need with money. We don't have to impress people we don't like. Your job here on earth is not to spend your life impressing those around you. Your job is to be yourself, authentically and unapologetically, to live your life in a way that makes sense for you, to love yourself and honor yourself more than you care about impressing those around you. As long as you continue to think that you need to chase people's love and approval, you will be their prisoner. The path to giving up. Number 1. The only person you should aspire to impress is yourself. Why do you think the old stories tell of men who set out on great journeys to impress the gods? Because trying to impress people just isn't worth the time and effort. You are the most important person in your life, and before going out of your way trying very hard to make everyone love and approve of you, you need to make sure that you yourself love and approve of you. You need to make sure that you yourself are impressed with the way you live your life and with the way you behave toward yourself and toward those around you. In a world where we are led to believe that we have to try very hard to impress everyone around us, dare to be different. Seek to live in a life that not only looks good on the outside, but also feels great on the inside. Never put other things and other people ahead of you in your life. Never fall into the trap of thinking that who you are is not good enough, and that in order to be loved and approved by others, you have to start pretending to be something you are not. Treat yourself with the love and respect you truly deserve. Make the relationship you have with yourself the most important relationship in your life, and seek to always honor who you are, even if that won't make you too popular among other people. Always remember that it's not the world you should aspire to impress, it's yourself. Your heart, your soul, and your inner divinity. They are the ones you should aspire to impress, since they know better than anyone else what is best for you. Number 2, you alone are enough. The greatest difficulty is that men do not think enough of themselves, do not consider what it is that they are sacrificing when they follow in a herd, or when they cater for their establishment. So many people live under the impression that who they are is not good enough, and that in order for them to become whole and complete, in order for them to receive love and affection from those around them, they have to try very hard to impress everyone, and they have to behave in ways that aren't always aligned with who they truly are. Believe it or not, love and approval aren't things you are meant to chase after. Love and approval aren't things you are meant to beg from those around you. Love and approval are meant to come your way effortlessly from simply being yourself, from honoring who you are, and from living your life with integrity. All the happiness, love, and approval you need and desire will never be found in trying to impress the people around you. It can only be found by looking within and by recognizing that who you are is enough, whole, and complete, and that you don't need anyone or anything to make you feel this way. You were born whole and perfect, and who you are underneath it all never stop being whole and perfect. You really don't need to add anything to your life or get any more love and approval from those around you in order for you to feel this way. You already are enough. So, why look outside yourself for something that is already within you? Why beg for love from those around you when there is an abundance of love within you? When within you lies all the love, appreciation, approval, and affection you need and desire. In you, not outside you. Leave behind your old ways of doing things, and instead of chasing outside yourself for all the things you think are lacking from your life, start looking within yourself, because only by doing so you will eventually realize that you are alone are enough. Number 3, it's called self-worth, not others' worth. Let the world know you as you are, not as you think you should be. Because sooner or later, if you are posing, you will forget the pose and then where you are. Your value doesn't come from how much stuff you have, how shiny it all is, or how much you pay for it. It doesn't come from how many people like you. It doesn't come from how much money you make, or from how big your house is. Nor is it determined by any other external factors. Your value and true worth come from being the unique, precious, and loving being that you were born to be. Your true value comes from the fact that you were once born into this physical world and that you are now living and breathing on this beautiful planet. That's where your true value comes from. You are a valuable and worthy human being, not because of how your life looks externally, but because of who you are internally. Never get your sense of worth from outside yourself. Never fall into the trap of thinking that who you are is not enough and that you need other people's approval, love, and validation in order to feel that you are of value. Never allow external things, places, people, and circumstances to determine or tell you how much you are worth. It's called self-worth, not others' worth. Number 4, an original is worth more than a copy. You were born an original. Don't die a copy. You and I know that an original is worth more than a copy. And when you live your life from a place of integrity and authenticity, focusing on being the best version of yourself and sharing who you truly are with the rest of the world, that's when you begin to shine, and that's when people start being drawn to you effortlessly. Authenticity is what we all treasure, what we all value, and those who live in an authentic way attract the love and admiration of those around them in a very easy and natural way. We impress people by being a first-rate version of ourselves instead of a second-rate version of everyone else. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't born to hide your true beauty, power, and perfection from those around you. And you definitely weren't born to copy the behaviors of those around you in the hope that by doing so, you will become more impressive in their eyes. So, Strive to be true to yourself at all times. Live your life from the heart and always stay true to your life path and your values. Embrace your own authenticity. Embrace your uniqueness. Stop trying so hard to be something that you are not, just to make others like you, and start just being yourself. Because the moment you stop trying so hard to be something that you are not, the moment you take off all your masks, the moment you accept and embrace the real you, you will find that people will be drawn to you effortlessly.